Alright, so now I'm going to teach you how to make a smoothie. It's a little loud back here, so I'm going to have to speak up. This is the same kind of recipe you would use to make a milkshake or a couple of other different drinks. Now, this is really easy because all the recipes are right up here. So let's say you forget how to make a bubble tea. Well, you just check right there. So remember, these are the blenders that you use, and then over here is the one that you use when you have peanut butter. All of them are basically the same. So what you do is you use 8 ounces of base. So the base is over in this fridge, in cartons like this. I'm going to make mango. So you come over here, and measure out 8 ounces. And you see it's easy because there are these nice little markings on there. Now, each one of these is 2 cups. Sometimes people will just say it's a cup. They really mean one of these, so it's actually 2 cups. Get some ice. You're probably wondering why I'm using this scoop instead of just using this. Actually, there's a very good reason. This is plastic and will chip on the ice, and you'll get little fragments of plastic in there that can cut someone's mouth. So, just use the scoop. Now, this is really easy, nothing fancy. There's an on switch down here. You'll notice this part lights up. All you do is you press this once and just wait. This is usually the time you'd want to get like the cup and the straw and everything ready. Make sure to turn this off when it's done, and you got a smoothie. It can get pretty busy back here, especially when there are a lot of people making orders all at once. Don't be afraid to ask for help. This is really good for like a summer day. Okay, so then when you're done, you gotta clean this out in between each smoothie run. What you do is you come over here, and first off you want to rinse this out in case there's any gunk in there. Then dip it into this first compartment, which will have some soapy water in it. Rinse it off again. And then dip it over here into the sanitizer. And then what you want to do is you want to find a space somewhere around here and put it upside down like this. That way it'll air dry. You know, don't wipe it off with a rag. So this is the cold board, which is where you make any number of different sandwiches. The Quarry is probably most famous for its wide variety of sandwiches. So if you come here, you'll see you've got everything you could ever want here, ranging from tomatoes and pickles to hot peppers to olives, I mean, just anything. Now, sometimes it gets a little overwhelming, so that's why there's this nice little guide here that shows you where everything is, or at least where everything should be. You got condiments here, everything from honey mustard to the grainy mustard. You've got herbs. Now, just in case any of you have never done this before, there are a couple of different types of meats. So there's ham, turkey, salami, and roast beef. And then there are 4 cheeses you need to worry about. It's provolone, there's the veggie cheese, which comes in these individually wrapped slices. There's American, and there's Swiss. And then you'll get an order and just put it all together. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to make a sandwich. First thing you got to do is you got to wash your hands for about 20 seconds. So use the sink over here. Make sure to use both soap and water. This is just a good idea, that way you don't get any sort of germs or spread a cold, anything like that. You'll get enough of that in your dorms. So then what you want to do is you want to get gloves. Gloves are back here. You probably want to change your gloves between every order, maybe every 2 orders if it's really busy. Try to keep, again, the whole point is to try to keep things clean. So what you'll do is there'll be a little printout on one of these pieces of paper. It'll come out right here. And that'll have the order for you. And then all you've got to do is just put everything together. So for example, you'll have your breads here. Everything from bagels to wraps. Let's say somebody wants some ciabatta. Now, you never want to cut anything this way. That's a good way to slice off your fingers. So you want to hold it like this and then slice along. That goes for just about anything. Now, this order said ham. Now for meats, it's about 2 slices of meat. Two slices of ham. Now, for a regular meat sandwich, it's 2 slices of cheese. If it's veggie, it's 3. Sometimes the cheese gets a little sticky like that. There we go. Now, if someone asks for tomatoes, you want like 2 or 3 slices. Other than that, really, it's kind of using your own judgment. Don't take like a whole fistful of lettuce and put it on, it'll just get unreasonably large. But, be reasonable. Now, if they want it hot, what you do is you come over here to the oven. It takes 7 minutes to go from the very back to the very front. So put it in this middle compartment here. Like so. Okay, so now when it comes out, you want to use one of these spatulas to get it. There we go. That way you don't burn yourself. Take it, cut it very carefully. Always do any sort of cutting on the cutting board. Don't do it like on a plate or something. Now, if this order is for here, you get one of these plates. If it's to go, you put it on one of these sheets of tin foil. And one last thing, usually offer a pickle. The person will usually be standing out here in front. They get 1 pickle. If they want any more, they gotta pay for it, unfortunately. And that's how you make a sandwich. I'll probably do this for the last scene. So, that's pretty much it. Now, one more thing before I go. When you're behind the line, you can't have anything to eat or drink back there. That's a health code violation. So, if you want to enjoy something like the smoothie you just made, you gotta come out here. And before you do that, make sure to ask your manager if it's okay. Alright, I'll see you next time.